you have to play the game as well? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic.
Did you all see the bathroom?
Good boy. As you can see, we have many pieces of equipment for training with sword and with lance set about the arena. And so, to briskly start our competition under this wonderful British weather, we welcome our knights to the arena for the skill at arms.
Team Poland. Closest to you is Christian Mutz, and beside is Lukas Rukiewicz. Traveled all the way from Poland to be here for you. Behind them we have Team Australia. Closest to you, Sam a warm welcome on this increasingly drizzly day. Oh, give them a big cheer, warm them up a little, warm yourselves up. Run, boy, run.
I mean, horses just go so much faster.
These are the two teams who were competing against each other this morning in the joust. So for this afternoon's contest, they'll be part of the skill at arms, a separate but equally valid contest.
The first contest today shall be with sword, the cut and thrust. Our riders will gallop towards the first target, this very deadly cabbage set at the height of an infantry soldier's head. If they strike it with a forward blow, they shall gain 1 point. If they strike with a backhand blow, they shall gain 2 points. They then gallop on to the thrust target, where they shall aim at the silver heart in its centre. If they strike the heart, they shall gain 1 point. If they can carry the heart on the tip of their sword, they shall gain 2 points. Our first rider to be from
Australia, we have
Australia.
Sarah Hay. Give her a cheer.
It's a bit too wet to just fill the
3 points.
It's a bit too wet, just fill the
Cabbage well and truly rent in twain on that occasion, piercing the heart very effectively. Next rider also from Australia, Mr. Philip Leach. Give a big cheer. It's a very small target to hit at speed. Piercing and carrying the heart. I'm sure if you were an infantryman, this would be quite a terrifying thing to see. I'd say quite a tall infantryman if that's his heart, but you get the idea. Here's Lucas. Was this event made even harder by the rain being flown into your face as you ride along? Poor chaps having to squint to be able to see their targets. Fingers getting colder every second. So it may look hard from where you are, but trust me, it's harder than it looks. Next we have Christian Rutz. He likes a louder cheer than that.
Now we have tested our rider's skill with the sword. We shall move on to the weapon of the joust, the lance. Our riders shall come down the list or tiltway of this fence in the centre of the arena. As you can see, there are 3 targets, each with a hanging ring in its centre. Each ring is set at the height of a man's heart on horseback and is the size of your palm. They shall ride with a sharpened lance of war and attempt to take all 3 rings on the lance. Each ring that is dislodged will gain them 1 point. Each ring that is carried on the lance shall gain them 2 points.
Now all of these targets are set at the same sort of height as the targets one aims at on your opponent when jousting. So this exercise, whilst it stands on its own merits, it's also good training. First of all, for accuracy with the lance, but secondly, to keep the horse in close and tight to the tilt rail, which is vital when jousting. So if you do see them pick up a ring, it's a very difficult target. Make sure you give them a big cheer. First up, we see Sarah. Give her a cheer if she gets one. Don't forget that the lance point is a long way from you, making it difficult to aim, but also the horse itself is moving around and at speed. So that unsteady platform making the event all the more difficult. And of course that platform, the horse, has its own brain as well.
It's worth mentioning as well that these knights sat on these horses and met them for the first time only on Thursday.
Our next rider up from Team Australia, we have Mr. Philip Leach. So if you're supporting Philip, let's hear your cheers now. Making it look easy. Pressure certainly on for Poland there. Both of the Australian team have managed to get all of the rings so far. So no pressure, Christian.
We saw some fantastic cuts in the first event from the Polish team. It seems they can match skill with sword with lance.
Indeed, now this is an opportunity to gain quite a lot of points on this particular exercise. So if you are supporting Lucas, now it's time to cheer! It may be that Lucas was going for the even harder target of just hitting the rope. That's probably what it was. But managing to carry one ring nonetheless. So pretty soon we'll have our last contestant from Poland. Now this gentleman, Christian, he likes a particularly loud cheer. To do better than you did before. Mr. Christian Mutz. Extra points, doesn't he? Managing to carry 2 rings, both pierced on the rope. That's got to be like 50, 60 points. What do you say? 100, maybe 1,000.
Got to be 3 points, I'm sorry.
I tried.
Now we move on to our final event in the skill at arms. Our riders will exchange the sharpened lance of war for a jousting lance, a heavier, thicker and longer weapon. They shall ride at the quintain, a shield mounted on a revolving bar. As they strike the shield, they will attempt to get the bar to spin as many times as possible. 1 point awarded for each full revolution. However, unless they keep galloping swiftly on, they are in danger from the iron ball and chain which hang on the opposite end.
Do you mean to get clattered in the head, Ben? Is that what you're trying to say? Yes.
That's about the sum of it, yeah.
So it's very important to keep moving. This exercise also about accuracy, but very much about power. There are various techniques you can do, but if the lance doesn't engage with the quintain properly, it could skate off and reduce the number of revolutions. So count the number of revolutions with us. Ben sometimes he's facing away because he's on a horse. So here we have Sarah Hay. Are we going to get 8? 7.5?
7 points!
I might add that our record so far has been 8, so that's just below the maximum that we've had so far. Here we have Philip Leach, also for Australia. Don't forget to count out and give him a cheer. Mr. Atkinson? 3 or 4? What do you think? 3 or 4? Who says it was 3?
4 points.
Oh, yes. 1 half extra point for Phil left. Here's Christian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's equaling our record. Is it going to go for 9 and a new record?
9 points. That beats the record for the tournament.
Well, that was quite good, wasn't it? Leaves us with Christian Mrutz. We've had the battering ram through. Now he don't think he likes a cheer. Go blow, blow, blow. 5 and most of 1.
5 points.
5. He's a harsh man, Mr. Atkinson. Very harsh. 5, but still not bad.
We end today's Skillet Arms on a draw between Sarah Hay from Australia from Poland. Now, you've seen our riders train with their weapons. You've seen how we prepare both man and horse. Are you ready for a joust?
You sound a bit uncertain, Ben.
Let's try that one more time. Are you ready for a joust? Then we must bring one last member of our team onto the arena. It's not a job that I would wish upon anyone, and definitely not one that I would take myself. Our knights cherish every point available in this competition. Its prize is coveted internationally. So please, welcome the man who will keep us all on course and ensure fair play, our Knight Marshal, Andrew McKinnon. And by his side, the lady of the joust, Kyle Van Dola Evans.
Striding out now, we have the most important man on the field. This is the man who makes the rules, who enforces the rules. Our Knight Marshal is the fellow who will ensure that everything runs smoothly and fairly. The correct points are rewarded in the correct place, and any punishments or handicaps will be put into place properly. All the way from Australia, Mr. Andrew McKinnon. Beside him we have the lady of the joust, Kyle Van Dola Evans, all the way from the United States of America. So, Mr. McKinnon must have keen eyes to be able to spot the correct scoring, but also must have nerves of steel in order to keep his judgment fair and reasonable. Sometimes the competitors would disagree with his judgment on something and make a test. So very important that he keeps his nerve and sticks to what he judges to be the correct score. So let's have one last cheer for our Lady Kyle and the Knight Marshal, Mr. Andrew McKinnon.
Thank you, my Lord Herald, for that excellent introduction. It's fantastic to be here, the first time at the Royal Armouries. The Royal Armouries Easter Tournament offers some of the most coveted prizes in the jousting world. today. This is hallowed ground here. We have teams from France, from Poland, from my own country, Australia, for the first time, and of course, Team UK holding ground at the Royal Armouries. The teams compete for the Sword of Honour, and as individuals compete for the Queen's Jubilee Trophy, which was presented to the museum here and the Tilt Yard in 1996 by Her Majesty the Queen. There will also be a melee tomorrow, for which there will be an individual prize, and of course, not only is it important for our very brave knights to have strength, skill and prowess, there is also a prize for courtesy. Perhaps we should introduce the teams, my Lord Harold.
I think that would be an excellent idea. A tournament needs competitors.
A good thought.
Said
Ladies and
some of those
gentlemen,
things
let me
aside.
introduce Team France!
Riding out onto the field, we have Team France. Closest to you, Video. And at his side, Olivier Baron. We see Lucas Arnaud. I'm not sure he's very satisfied. Both competitors extremely International Easter Tournament. Both are extremely competent riders and exponents of various weapons who performed very well over the past few days. Your support is what will keep them fired up. So, ladies and gentlemen, Team France. Petit and Marie Baron.
Thank you, Lord Harold. Now, your home team, I want to hear you support Team England holding ground. Ladies and gentlemen, Team England!
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Bombastic. We want some bombastic, romantic, fantastic.
Riding out onto the field now. The team that have travelled all the way from over there. The Royal Armouries team, Team England. Closest to you, we have Nicky Willis. And beside Nicky, Mr. Andy Dean. Both of these competitors are very seasoned jousters. Nicky, an excellent horseperson. If any of you have been to the museum before, you've probably seen Andy Dean performing various functions throughout history. A seasoned competitor here at the Armouries. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Andy Dean, Nicky Willis, Team England! Who chose Mr. Boombastic, by the way? Who chose the song? It was you, wasn't it? Of course it was. I didn't know why I bothered to ask. Now, very often in competition and in war, people of this kind would fight on somebody else's behalf to represent somebody. They would be given with a favour. So if you give a favour to somebody, that's a personal item that they attach to them. You see on their arms there are indeed favours attached already from the Royal Armouries, our inaugural dinner. So what we're going to do now is choose people from the audience and they will ride in your honour. Now first forward we have Mr. Andy Dean. So if you want to be chosen to be the favourite of Mr. Andy Dean and receive his favour, you must jump up and down, make a lot of noise, go crazy! Make a lot of noise, I wish I could see somebody. enthusiastic. Yes, I saw that. Very keen indeed. This is Alice, ladies and gentlemen. Stand up, Alice. Let them all get a good look at you. Alice has received a favour from Mr. Andy Dean. So, Alice, any awards, merits or points that Mr. Dean receives today will be on your behalf. You are wearing his favour. Of course, if he does badly, just check it. Don't worry about it. Now, so that's our first one for Mr. Dean. Now we have Luke. Is it you, Luke, or is it Marie who's going to go first? Marie Baron is stepping forward for Team France. If you want to be chosen by Marie to have her ride as your champion, jump up and down, throw your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care. She spotted somebody. Somebody has grabbed her eye. That's why here, clambering through. It is the gentleman here. Let's find out what his name is. Samuel, it is. Samuel here is the favourite of Marie Baron. Give him a round of applause. So any merits or awards that Marie receives today will be in your honour, Samuel. But again, if she does badly, just hide her. Just a second. So, Samuel. Oh, it's not going to happen. I know, honestly, promise. It's a dangerous job, this. Obviously, Samuel will get the most awards. That's what I meant to say. Now, we're going back over to the England side. Nobody said anything about the mileage in this job. So now we have Nikki Willis. If you want to be chosen as Nikki Willis's favourite, if you want her to ride as your champion, throw your arms in the air, go crazy! She likes a lot of movement. The athleticism has drawn her eye of a young gentleman here. Harman it is. Harman has been chosen by Nikki. So Harman. And Harman, any merits or awards received by Nikki will be on your behalf. They'll be your awards, Harman. But again, like I say, if she loses, just throw it away. So it leaves us with just one more person. Come on, Squire. At the far end again. Whose idea was this? We have Mr. Luc Petillon from Team France. He's getting on a bit. He's hearing this time. You're going to have to be louder. He can't really see very well. More noise, jump around, wave your arms. Throw money, whatever works. More cheering. More. Go, seen something. So it has been drawn. I think it's been drawn by the glint of gold. A true Frenchman. Glitter is what's drawn your eyes. Find out what the person's name is. Marshall. Marshall has been chosen. He's aligning himself with the crown there, very sensible. So any points that Luke receives, Marshall, all those awards will be in your honour. So a round of applause for Marshall. All of our favourites, could you please stand up? All of you together so we know who you are. And we'll give them all a big round of applause for our favourites. Excellent. Now that also gives us a little bit of time. You may have noticed the riders having their helms put onto their bodies, preparing them for the joust. Now I will say that these are helms, not helmettes. In French, the diminutive, to make something smaller, we put it at the end of the word. If these were smaller, they would be helmettes, but these are not. These are quite big. These are helms. Even bigger would be a grand helm. Also, you'll see the shield-like thing attached to their fronts. That is a targe. If it was smaller, that would be a target. And indeed, we are using it as a target for this particular competition. So one of the main points to aim for in the contest is the targe. That's why they're wearing it. I can see that mostly now ready. You'll see the ground crew fussing around like a Formula One crew, making sure everybody is ready. But I'm going to pass you back to the Knight Marshal, who will explain to you the rules of today's contest.
Thank you, my Lord Herald. We are about to get down to the serious business of smashy smashy. Are you ready to see a joust? What do you think, Lord
They
Herald?
didn't sound overly sure.
No, I think we need to try that one again. Do you want to see a joust? That's more like it. Let me explain to you, ladies and gentlemen, these competitors are here to win. They will be chivalrous, but they are ready to break their lances. The scoring is as follows. A strike to the arm is worth 1 point. A strike to the helm is also worth 1 point. A strike to the breastplate, thank you, my lady, indicating how it is scored, is worth 2 points. A strike to the Taj, as well explained by our Lord Herald, which is the shield, is 3 points. Further points will be awarded for how well their lances are smashed, which can be measured by my magical baton. If it is less than my baton still left on the lance, which means a good strike, they will receive an additional breakage point. And of course, one of the most important parts of jousting is their ability to ride the horse in the armour. My lovely Lady Kyle here shall award points for horsemanship, and that is how the match shall be scored. We're just waiting for our knights to be helmed up. My Lord Herald?
Well, let's find out if anybody has a particular person that they are supporting today. So, as they are currently mounted, let's see who is supporting members of the England team. Who is supporting, currently riding in the centre, Nikki Willis? So not many of you then. Well, let's see if Andy Dean has got more. Who's supporting Andy Dean? About even, I'd say, about even. Well, let's see if we've got any favourites for the French team. Who is supporting Luc Petiot? Controversial, let's look it down. What about the supporters of Marie Baron? I think she had the edge there, So let's try again. Nikki Willis. Andy Dean. Luc Petiot. And Marie Baron. I think Marie has it, you know. I think she's got the popular vote now. All right, let's try this teams all together then. Who's supporting France? Thank goodness it wasn't just the distant tolling of a bell. Tumbleweeds. And who is supporting France? Who's supporting England? So again, the popular vote, I think. The obvious choice, I suppose. The home team, I think, had a little bit of an edge there. Marshall.
Thank you, Lord Herald. I would like to call the competitors to the list, please, for the first pass.
Now, when the competition actually begins, you'll see both riders facing each other, and they will lift their lances to signal to one another they are ready to begin. The marshal will then give the instruction, laissez aller, being the instruction for them to begin. And that is your cue to cheer.
I believe Sir Luke is just getting his final adjustments made.
I don't like the colour of that one.
I will say that all of these events are dependent on the ground crew working effectively. If the ground crew aren't up to scratch, then the tournament will be rubbish. As you can see, we have an army of people out here, all running around, eyes everywhere, and Ricky as well. So it's not that so let's have a big round of applause for our ground crew. Ricky, do you have anything special that you can do to entertain the people? Why not? Have a look at this. Just for that one thing. So it looks like we are almost ready. Luke has managed to get his final adjustments ready. Give him a cheer. He's come all the way from France to be here for you. Same with Marie. And the lances are coming in too. So like I say, watch for those lances being lifted as a signal to their opponent that they are ready. and you'll hear the cry from the marshal of Laissez aller. And that will be their signal to begin the first course for this afternoon's leg of the International Easter Tournament here at the Royal Armouries Museum. The visor is down. With the visors down, their vision is reduced to about 4 millimeters. If you hold your hands up in front of your eyes, leave a gap of about 4 millimeters, that's what they can see.
Laissez aller!
See your cheers. Further hits, splinters flying high into the air. I see both lances appear to be broken, but if they're not broken far enough, they won't get the extra breakage points. How will he score that? Marshall.
So Luke, a strike to the Taj and 3 points. Sir Andy, a strike to the Taj and 3 points. Sir Luke, 1 breakage point. Sir Andy, 1 breakage point. Each knight shall receive 1 point for horsemanship.
So our first course there. First course of the tournament here this afternoon. You've seen what happens. I hope your cheers will get louder and louder as the tournament hots up. So getting ready for the second pass. The lances are in their hands. There's the signal.
Laissez aller!
Two big hits again. You can hear that cracking sound as the lances splinter. Pieces of wood fly in all directions. It does look as though both lances are broken, but it appears as though one lance, Andy Dean, seems to have a little bit more left on it. Could that cost him a point?
Both knights strike to the Taj and 3 points apiece. So Andrew receives for Sir Andy, a strike to the arm and 1 point. Sir Andy, no breakage points. Sir Luke, 1 breakage point, my lady. A horsemanship point to both riders.
So only a slight difference in the area that was struck there, but making all the difference.
Knights of the Lancers, Laissez aller!
This is Marie versus Nicky. Now that looked as though it may have been Coronel to Coronel. I couldn't really see from this angle, but it may have been that the Coronel struck the Coronel of their opponent's lance. We'll see what the Marshal says.
Lady Marie, a strike to the arm and 1 point. And a miss, unfortunately, for Lady Nicky. We'll just assess the breakage points. Lady Marie, 1 breakage point. And both riders receive a horseman point each.
So unlucky there, 1 miss and 1 hit into the arm. But again, only fractions of inches in the difference between those scores. And of course, in these kinds of weathers, the lance does become a little bit slippery. So it could be that they're having a little difficulty holding onto the lances, possibly. Also, if the horse decides to jinx out at the last second, then that can affect your aim as well.
Both knights have their lance. Laissez aller!
I can see one lance is definitely broken. It looks as though
Lady
it's
Marie.
broken.
No score. Lady Nicky, a strike to the Taj and 3 points. Lady Nicky, 1 breakage point. No strike for her. Each rider receives a horsemanship point each from my lady. Thank you very much. Did we like that squire, Ricky? Was that good enough for a flip? Ladies and gentlemen, Squire Ricky. He's going to show us with his athletic prowess. Squire Stacey. Never mind.
Flips as opposed to falling with style. Now we've reached our halfway point, so first of all to give the riders and horses a little bit of a breather, because one pairing has to go twice in order to ride against each other. So we're going to do half-time scores, let you know how we're doing. Are we ready with them yet? They're all good. Okay, so I'm looking here, and I can see that for France, Marie Baron is on 4 points. We then have, for England, Nikki Willis on 6 points. Also for England, Mr. Andy Dean on 7 points. Our current leader for France, Luc Petiot on 10 points. But there are only a few points in it, so it could all change with a single course. So make sure that your cheers are louder than ever. The louder you scream, the faster they go, the harder they hit. Marshall.
Lord Harold, knights to the list, please. They have their answers. Laissez aller!
Let's hear your cheers. See, Coronel went all the way over the wall into the car park on that occasion. Splinters flying in every direction. It does look like
Lady Mari, a strike to the Taj and 3 points. Sir Andy, a strike to the Taj and 3 points. Let's assess these lances. 1 breakage point for Sir Andy. Lady Marie, 1 breakage point also. My lady, horsemanship. Excellently ridden, both competitors.
The lance is being repaired. Riders returning to their ends for their second course of this pairing. So do you have any favourites? Who is supporting Marie? And who is supporting Andy Dean?
Let's have their lances, my lord. Laissez aller!
Very loud hits there. I can see lots of splintered wood. Both lances are broken, possibly a little bit too much left on them to get the breakage points, but we'll see what the marshal has to say.
A strike to the arm and 1 point. Sir Andrew, by the skin of his teeth, 1 breakage point. Lady Marie, 1 breakage point also, my lady. Also, the course was well ridden by both riders. My lady awards them 1 horsemanship point each. Well done.
Very strong hits on that occasion. We're going to change over to our final pairing. We have Nikki Willis has already received the lance in her blued armour. And receiving his lance now, Luc Petiot for France. Who are you supporting?
Both riders have their lances. Laissez aller!
Very high Coronel flying high into the air. Certainly some breakage points must be awarded there. Both lances seem to be broken as far as possible.
A strike to the Taj to Fossilini, and a strike to the Taj for Lady Nikki. I can see both lances are well shattered, 1 breakage point each, my lady. Also, that course was extremely well ridden, 1 horsemanship point each.
The riders returning to their ends. Now this will be our final course of today's event. So this will be your last chance to show them your appreciation. So who's supporting Team France? And Luc Petiot. Who's supporting England and Nikki Willis?
Riders have their lances. Laissez aller!
Team cheering along.
to the... And I believe Lady Nikki a strike to the breastplate. Breakage points. Lady Nikki, 1 breakage point. Saluk, no breakage points on this occasion. Both riders again control their horses expertly into the lists and receive 1 point each for horsemanship.
Let's have, first of all, a big cheer for our ground crew who worked so tirelessly today. And a big thank you to the riders who took part in the skill at arms. And thank you to our scorers. Not an easy job, very unenviable. For Atkinson's Action Horses. Now, we're going to have a look at the scores. You matched the scores very well there, Squire. Is that coincidental? No. Now, we're looking at the scoreboards here, and I can see that for France, Marie Baron is on 12 points. Andy Dean on 15 points. Nikki Willis on 15 points. Leading today's champion with 19 points from France. Sure you'll agree, quite a spectacle. But we are at the end of today's course, I'm afraid, but you will have an opportunity to meet the riders and the horses, assuming that it doesn't rain again. If it rains, it'll be indoors. If not, they'll be at the rail here. So please do stay behind the rail if you want to meet the riders and the horses. They'll come to you, don't come to us. But let's have a huge cheer and a thank you to our Knight Marshal, Mr. Andrew McKinnon. Beside him, our Lady Kyle Bandola Evans. As they leave the field, give them a big cheer. The Marshal and the Lady leading the way. Turning in now, we have our French team.